Good day, everyone. You are welcome to our Roadmap Atlas creation series. Today's video, which is lesson 3, is going to be on data cleaning and data preparation. In the previous video, we have considered introduction to Roadmap Atlas, and in the second video, we consider data acquisition or data sourcing for Roadmap Atlas creation. In this third video, we want to consider data cleaning and data preparation for Roadmap Atlas creation. If you have not watched the previous video, kindly do so that you can fully get the understanding of Roadmap Atlas creation we are working towards. As an overview, data cleaning involves identifying and correcting errors such as inconsistencies, missing values, and duplicates. This process enhances data integrity, making it reliable for analysis. On the other hand, data preparation follows cleaning, and it involves organizing and formatting data for analysis. This includes converting data types, aggregating information, and creating spatial references. Properly prepared data allows for efficient querying, analysis, and visualization in GIS applications. So let's go to our QGIS, where we stopped the last time. In QGIS, this is where we stopped in the last video, after sourcing for all the data we want to use for the roadmap atlas we want to create. So we have downloaded highway, we've downloaded land use, and we have downloaded amenities for our roadmap atlas creation. Now what we want to do now is to clean this data and also prepare it for analysis or for roadmap atlas creation. When we downloaded this data, about 2 to 3 layers were downloaded for each of the data. For instance, if you look at the highway, you can see that we have highway here, we have another highway, about 3 layers for highway. So we need to look into these different layers and see how we can make correction or clean it for it to be in a format that will make our analysis or map creation easier. So to go about the cleaning, for instance, this first highway, right click and open the attributes table. In the attributes table, for instance, you can see that the highway here is mostly pedestrian. And in this exercise, I don't think I need this. Actually, in cleaning this data, it depends on you. Cleaning essentially means all the data you want, you make it in a format that it will be useful to you. And those things that are not necessary or not needed, you can discard them. For instance, this very layer, I don't need it. So what I will do is to remove. Click OK. So now the second highway, which is this one, let me uncheck other ones so that you can see it very well. Yes, this highway, I need these ones. Let me right click and open the attributes table. You can see if I come to highway, I can see tertiary, secondary, residential, living street. All these highway, I need them. However, if you look at other attributes, they are not necessary. To avoid data redundancy, I'm going to delete some of these fields so that I can have a clean attributes table. So to do that, I'll put it in editing mode by clicking on this icon. Then I will click on this icon, which is delete field. Then all the fields that I don't need, for instance, from this comment to junction, I don't need it. I'll just highlight them and click on OK. So it has been deleted. So all these ones also, the remaining one from this Wikipedia to the end, I don't need them. So to avoid data redundancy, I want to delete them. So to do that, I'll come to delete feed again from this Wikipedia to the last field. Highlight all the feed you think you don't need and click on OK to delete them. They are not populated. So instead of leaving them that can make my data redundant. So I've cleaned my data. You can see now I have fewer fields, and the most important field I want to use is this highway. So this is actually what we refer to as data cleaning. So let me close this. I'm done with this highway. So I can click on save edit, then click on stop edit. So if I right click again and open the attribute table to verify, you can see that I have fewer fields. I have removed all those ones that I don't need. Then if you look at this second highway, let me right click and open the attribute table. You can see here, we see highway, we see traffic signal, crossing, traffic signal, crossing, and so on. These are actually traffic signal. So what I can do is to repeat the same thing, remove all other fields that I think I don't need. All these fields, you can see a whole lot of fields that are vacant. Just to remove those fields so that my data will not be redundant. So to do that, put it in editing mode and click on delete field. Then select all the fields that you don't need, just as I've done in the first one. After selecting all the fields that I don't need, I'll click on OK. So this will delete all these irrelevant fields. Yes, all those irrelevant fields has been deleted. So I can now close this. So I've successfully cleaned the highway, the two highway layer I have. And of course, I'll still rename it appropriately. So I will click on save edit, then click on stop editing. Now, the next one is amenities. Let me check one of them. Let's look at the attribute table of this amenity. Right click and open the attribute table. Here, this amenity, you can see bank, fast food, you can see dentist, library, recycling. I think I need this amenity. However, there are many fields that are not relevant. I'll delete those fields as well, just to reduce redundancy. Put it in editing mode and then click on delete field. Select those fields you don't need and delete them. After selecting all those fields, click on OK to delete them. Yes, those unwanted field has been deleted. So I can click on save, click on stop editing, and then we can now close this page. Then this second amenity, let me check it. Then if I right click and open the attribute table, there is, like, we have bench, ticket validator, and the likes. I don't think I need this. In your own case, retain what you need and remove what you don't need. So I don't want it. I'm going to remove this layer. Click on OK. So I've removed it. Then now land use. Let me check the land use. Then this first land use, if I right click and open the attribute table. So the land use here, if I scroll to the right, I don't think there is anything I need here. So let me close it and remove this land use as well. I don't need it. Then this second land use, let me check it. Let me open the attribute table. Yes, it deals with the coastal line. However, it is not well populated. I don't think I need it. So I will remove this land use as well. So let me remove it and click on OK. Then this land use, let me right click and open the attribute table. Yes, if you look at this land use, you can see industrial, residential, military, construction, brownfield, grass, and the likes. So I need this very land use. However, it has some field that I don't need. So I will delete some of the field that I don't need. By putting it in editing mode, click on delete field. Then I'll select the field that I don't need. After selecting all the field I don't need, I will click on OK to delete them. Yes, they've been deleted. So I can now click on Save Edit and click on Stop Editing. Let me click here to bring it to list. Yes. I've successfully cleaned this layer as well. Let me close it. Now you can see that I have cleaned all the layer here, or all the data here. However, let's go to the second aspect. The second aspect is data preparation. And in data preparation, we are going to do conversion and also clipping. So this first one, which is land use, is still in OSM format. I want to convert it to shapefile, and that is part of data preparation. So what to do is to export it, to convert it to shapefile. So right click and then click on save as. Then let's navigate to our working folder. Remember our working folder, which is this atlas. So let's call this land use. Click on save. Remember our format is S3 shapefile, and click on OK. So you can see it has been added. So the original one, I can now remove it. Click on OK. Now the second one is amenity. Now let's check this. Right click and open the attributes table. So the amenities here, you can see college, police, and so on. So let's convert it to shapefile as well. Right click, save as, navigate to our working folder, and let's call it amenity. Amenities, and click on save. Click on OK. So it has been added. Then we can now remove the original one. Then the second amenity, right click and verify the type of amenity it is. Open the attributes table. So you can see bank, fast food, and so on. So let's call this one amenity 2. So right click and save as. Navigate to your working folder. Let's call it amenity 2. Click on save. Click on OK. It has been added as well. So we can now remove the original one. Now the highway. For the highway, right click and save it as. Navigate to your folder. Let's save it as highways. Click on save and click on OK. So it has been added. Then we can now remove the original one. Then the second highway, if I right click and open it to see the type of highway it is, you can see traffic sign, crossing. So let's rename this as traffic sign. Right click, save as, navigate to your working folder. Let's name it as traffic sign. Click on save and click on OK. So we can now remove the original one. Yes, we are done. We are almost done with our data preparation. So let me zoom in a bit. If you look at our land use, it covers a larger area, and I want to work with smaller area. Let me uncheck this. I just want to work with here. So what we can do is to create our boundary. The initial boundary we created in the previous video was just to locate our working or study area. So let's create another boundary now that we will use to clip the data we want to use, the final one. So to do that, just click on new shapefile. Then we want it to be a polygon. Let's leave the coordinate reference system the same with our working coordinate reference system. Then click on OK. Then navigate to our working folder. Let's name it as boundary 2. Then click on save. So boundary 2 has been added. So now put it in editing mode by clicking on this toggle editing. Then let's create our boundary. Click here and let's create a boundary just from here. Let's say to here. So just right click and click on OK. Yes, this is the actual area we want to work with. Then click on save and click on stop editing. Then we can now remove this former boundary. Click on OK. Yes, now the next or final thing we want to do, because if I check this land use, you can see that it covers a whole lot of area, and we don't want to work with the whole thing. So we want to clip the extent of our boundary, the new boundary we created. So to do that, we are going to use this boundary to clip our data. So to do that, come to vector and come to geoprocessing tools. Then click on clip. So here, input layer, the first one we want to clip is our land use. I'll pick land use. Then the clip layer, click on the drop down. We are using boundary 2. Then here, let's navigate to our working folder to save to file. So let's save inside this folder. So let's call this land use. Click on save and click on run. So it has been clipped. You can see name it clip. Let me uncheck our boundary. So you can see the extent of the land use it clip. Now, since it name it clip, what I can do is to remove this land use, the original one, remove it. So let me rename this one as clip. Just right click and click on rename. Let's rename it as land use. Yes, we are done with land use. Then come back again to vector. Click on geoprocessing tools. Click on clip. Now this time around, we want to clip our highways. We are clipping with boundary. Let's save it in our working folder as highway. Click on save and click on run. Yes, it has been done. So let's remove this original highway and rename this as highway. So if I check our boundary, I think this is okay. We can work with the remaining data we have, the extent of the data we have. So this is fair enough. So you can see that we have successfully cleaned our data, and we have also prepared our data. And some of the preparation we did is to convert it to shapefile and also to clip our extent or area of interest. So this is data cleaning and data preparation for roadmap atlas creation. So in the next video, we are going to use this data that we have cleaned and have prepared to create our roadmap atlas. In essence, this is how to clean and prepare your data. In the next video, we are going to be considering roadmap atlas creation from the data we have cleaned and prepared. Hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.